毒という地獄に追い込んだ者。
Hello everybody, so today we're transforming ourselves into Hidan from Akatsuki. Now the first step is to prep and prime your skin, moisturize and prime, make it nice and soft, and then we're going to cover those eyebrows. Remember, I have a tutorial on this channel teaching you just how to do that if you don't know it. The next step is foundation. I am using two colors. I want to mimic his undertone, which is predominantly more pink, so I mixed yellow and a pink shade foundation together and applied that all over. Make sure you cover every area that is going to be exposed in your cosplay, including ears. And now I'm just setting that with a translucent powder. And for the next step, we're going to draw the eyebrows. We're going to start bringing him to life. Now I use a very simple method that I like to call connecting the dots, because I basically map out the shape of the eyebrow with little dots and then I connect them afterwards. I'm using a small detailed brush in the face paint with colors black and gray mixed together for his eyebrow color. Now this is really simple. Always have that reference photo with you. It's very important. And if you find this part hard, make sure you practice on a piece of paper before you do it on your eyebrows. And when it comes to cosplay, details matter a lot. So I'm drawing these simple little expression marks close to my eyebrows because I want to mimic that expression he has in the photo, and I want to give it a more serious look, a more evil vibe, if you will. And also another important detail is the shadow close to his eyes. I am using a grayish brown eyeshadow to create that shadow effect close to my nose and my eyes. And with the same eyeshadow brush and the same eyeshadow color, I'm using that to give shade and dimension to other areas of my face. And I start off by the nose, making it look smaller because Hidan barely has a nose. And after I'm done blending that area, I'm going to give myself a little bit of highlight under the eyes. This will give me more volume, which will make me look a little bit more masculine and also reduce the eye bags. Now if you compare one side to the other, you can understand what I mean. By using a shade of concealer that is a lighter shade than the foundation color, you give yourself more volume in that area. And after you blended that, you want to go ahead and you want to set it with translucent powder. Now for this next step, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or you're a guy, it's important to do this. What I'm doing is I'm giving my face a little bit more shape. In this case, I am making myself look a little bit more masculine by contouring my upper jaw and my forehead, giving me that masculinity in my face, that more aggressive look, if you will, because my face tends to have more feminine, delicate features, so I'm creating the opposite effect. And like I said, if you're a guy, you still want to do this step, because what happens is photography and video doesn't read things the same way our eyes do. So if you don't do this step, you're going to look washed out in the videos and in the photos, and you do want your face to have dimension in it. When we add a lot of foundation and concealer to our face, it tends to wash out and it just translates horribly in photos and videos. So contouring and giving your face shadow is very, very important in cosplay because it gives you that dimension in your face and it tells a story too. Every face shape is different, and if you're ever confused as to where and how you're supposed to contour and figure out the shapes, remember to always look at that reference photo. It helps so much. If you look at that photo that I have up for Hidan, it shows you exactly where the shaded areas are, and that's the areas where you need to contour. I'll give you a small example. Look at his chin. Look at the size of the chin and the shadow that he has on it. I use that as a reference to contour and shape my chin to give the illusion that my chin looks the same shape as his, and that is so helpful when it comes to this part. And for the next step, eyes. It's very easy because we're going to use the same method we used for the eyebrows. We're going to create the illusion that we have the same eye shape as Hidan. And for that, it's very simple. We just have to draw this outline that he has on his crease. Make sure you do this with your eyes open because you want it to be on the crease, and the line has to be apparent when your eyes are open, and you mustn't get it on your lid or else it won't look realistic. I'm using that small pointy detailed brush and a black face paint or a black liner. They will both work. But make sure you get that same exact shape. Use the little dot method, and if you feel like it's hard for you, first draw it on the paper before you do it on your eyes. And if you mess up a little, don't worry. Just go back with that concealer brush and make sure to make those lines very crisp, because this is one of the details that really make you look like Hidan. And to finish up with the eyes, we're gonna do the liner. Yes, Hidan has liner. Now, this part's a little tricky because the muscle memory of your hands is going to naturally want to outline your eye shape. But we need to do the opposite. We're drawing Hidan's eye shape. So in order for us to create the illusion that our eyes look like his, we need to follow the same shape. So for his liner, it's a very straight line and a little bit of like a triangle, like a pointy triangle on the outer corner of the eyes. We need to follow that shape because that's what's going to give us the illusion that our eyes look the same as his. And I know, I sound repetitive at this point, but trust me, if you have a reference photo with you, it helps so much. And if you draw it on a piece of paper before you do it on your eyes, it makes it 10 times easier because it creates the muscle memory and your hands will know exactly what to draw. And on this part, I just want to show you guys the wig. I did cut it up a little bit. Remember, I did the female and male version of this tutorial, so I needed it long. I changed the hairline as well. And this is what everybody's been asking me about this suit. I love this. It's so realistic. I needed to modify my body, right, to make me look like Hidan. And this is what I used. I will leave the link of both products in the description here if you need it. And I did put foundation on it as well to change it and make it match the color that I am. And here we are, guys, in the last part of this tutorial. This is a bonus scene for you guys because I really wanted to make sure I taught you how to also do the skull. Now this is a very simple tutorial. What I did was I used the white face paint to outline the shape of the skull. Super easy. Yes, I started with white. It's easier for you to start with the white than the black because the black is a little bit more complicated, and if you make a mistake it's harder to fix. So it's easier to start with white. So super easy. You're going to outline the shape of the skull with the white face paint. You're going to fill in the other sides with the black face paint. Paint everything in white and that's it. Easy, done. And for the last finishing touches, I did add a little bit of black eyeshadow in between the division of the two faces just to give it the more realistic effect and a little bit more shadow. And that is it, guys. You are Hidan. Do not forget to leave your like on this video, please, or I'm gonna call Payne and have him pay you a visit. Please, it helps my channel out so much, and share it with your friends. And thank you guys. Oh, and don't forget, if you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye. Oh, I forgot. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask me. I love answering your questions. Ask away. Bye, guys.